What's up, everybody? It's another edition of the Superstars podcast with yours truly, Chad Levine. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while. Everyone says I don't do these frequently enough. I agree. I love the show. I love getting to know people like this. It's nice, casual, laid back. It's a great way for everyone to learn more about people they may not have known about before. And look, the part of the allure to being in our profession, any profession in general, is getting to know people. If you're not a people person, you shouldn't be in the people business, and that's important. I think people lose sight of that. I mean, no matter how many metrics you create or how many numbers you think you want to hit, it's really about the relationships you build and understanding people. I hope everyone's doing well out there. We are in what? We're almost in Q4 of 2023. It's super weird. I keep telling everyone it's almost like the pandemic hit for the business side of things. Everyone thought that this is what it was going to be like, and we had this extraordinary time for a short time in a short window, and now things are just absolutely bonkers with the interest rates and the real estate world. And I don't know. That's my opinion. It's, you never know. You wake up every day, you never know what's going to happen. I hope everyone's doing well. I saw that the manhunt is over finally in Pennsylvania for the escaped murderer Danilo. I think it's Cavalcante is how you pronounce his name. Everyone was on edge for that for a while. Kind of crazy, actually. And the guy got caught wearing a Philadelphia Eagles shirt. Not sure if the Eagles want to use that as a positive promotion piece or not. I'm trying to think what else I want to blibber blabber before I bring Brittany on, but it's really just for me to buy some time to allow more people to come on. Yoda, what up, Christy? How are you, girl? Hope to see you soon. And I think we're gonna bring Brittany on. I know she's super excited to be here. Brittany is someone that I've gotten to know over time, and I'm glad I did. A lot more depth, a lot more things about her I didn't know, and there's some things I'm looking forward to finding out. So I'm glad I don't know everything. So I'm going to bring to our show our guest for this evening, the one, the only, Brittany Lenchuk of Opus Elite Real Estate.
How
are you?
Hey, good. How are you? Tired.
I'm good. Tell us where you're shooting from.
I am at Opus, as you can see. If you didn't know, I live here. I have a cot in the back, so you can catch me here 24/7. But no, I have a 5-year-old at home that wakes up if she hears my voice. So gotta hide out.
Do you burn the midnight oil often there?
I actually do. I come here a lot. That's what's good about having like a brokerage at so close to my home, because that's what I was saying. Like, I have to come here to focus all the time. So
yeah, I get it. No, listen, it's nice that you have the ability to have a place like that. Is it relatively close to home, the office for you?
Yeah, 5 minutes. So it's
nice.
Perfect. Mm-hmm.
That's good.
It's one of the reasons I joined. So
there you go. And look, the best part is Mark and Volcon are up so early, where they're never there that late. So you have
no one's ever here. I know. I always joke. I'm like, I'm the hardest worker. Sundays, crickets. I'm here like every Sunday, right? And often. No, I'm just kidding. But I do come here a lot, and I love to have like a little quiet spot to be able to, write my offers and focus. So
that's good. No, I dig it.
Yeah.
Look, the one thing I'll say is, as I've gotten older, I think I value my free time more than I ever have. And no matter how much you love everyone in your life, you get such little free time.
None. Not when you're a parent, right?
No.
Yeah.
No. Even the ability to think clearly is completely gone. I don't know how many times I walk out the door and forget the most basic tasks.
Exactly. Exactly.
What up, G? See, I told you you're gonna get some people on here.
I know. I can't see because I'm not on Facebook, but I saw Chrissy and Gianna. Thank you guys.
You'll see. Jason,
I have to live up to Gianna's hype. Her interview was really good. Like I said, like I felt like I got to know her like so like prior to her being on this. I haven't met her, just really quickly at our grand opening, but I feel like I know her so much after her podcast. So it was really awesome.
Yeah, well, that's the goal. That's the goal of these things, right? I mean,
yeah.
I feel like everyone is always like spitting out a bunch of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I like to just be laid back and get to know you and understand, the mechanics behind who you are. There's a lot of things that I've learned about you. You're quite the hustler. You are a very, very, very determined person.
Well, thank you.
And
And you think I'm an excellent driver. I know that you
Oh,
don't have to go.
we'll call that an inside joke for the purposes of
Yeah,
this show.
exactly.
No, I'm really looking forward to getting to know more about you and understanding why you are who you are. That's why I do these things. I feel like with real estate, everyone gets so in depth with it's a people business, right? Like it's such a people business, from like the people across the side who's doing a deal with you, to the other people that are involved in the transaction, to the clients on both sides. It's such a crazy, and you're managing so many personalities. It's just, you really have to be able to handle it. And I don't know, it's funny. You and I were doing a recording before this, and people will see the video hopefully the next week or so. And I learned a little bit about how you got into real estate.
Yeah.
And I'm really curious to know, and we'll get into that, how you're going to compare the thing that got you into real estate to the actual real world of the business.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to. So, all right. So let's go back. So the first question that everyone's dying to know, right? Are you a real blonde? No.
Am I a real blonde? I am. So white hair. Yes, 100%. If you're like a hairdresser, you will know. Even though my roots are dark, you can tell a true blonde. Am I this blonde? No. But
how can you tell a true
I'm
blonde?
100% a real blonde. I went like brunette for a little bit. So I have like an obsession. Like I love girls with dark hair and light eyes, like not in a weird way, just like that's like my thing. So I was like, I have really blue eyes. I'm gonna go brunette. Like I'm gonna look great, you know. And I mean, it is like so not me. I am such a blonde. I've tried it, but it is not me. I am 100% a blonde. So
100%. And how do you tell? Teach an idiot guy that has no. How can you tell?
I have no idea. I don't know how you tell.
I don't know either.
I mean, you just know like if it works with somebody's like face or not. Some people are lucky and they can just pull off, anything. But
I was at the grand opening Saturday, and Lauren Cutler was there, another agent. And do you know that she's a blonde? She has
I had no idea. She's so Italian to me. Like I would never think she's a blonde. This is crazy.
It's crazy. She told me that. I'm like, you're blonde? She showed me a picture.
I had no idea. I would never guess that.
I mean, there's nothing giving that away to me. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. No, that's
so tell me about where did you grow up? Like give me the actual town, and what was home? Did you have siblings, mom and dad? Like give me that whole background.
Yeah. Well, obviously I have a mom and dad.
No, I didn't mean you had a mom.
So I grew up in Northeast Philly. Like as like a younger girl, I grew up in like, I don't know, like Longhurst, like Castle Gardens area. Then
Crystal, do you know Crystal? I'm gonna give you a shout out. Crystal says she loves you.
Crystal? Yes, I know her. Not from real estate. Does she know you?
No. This is
so people are tagging on. Okay. Yes, I know Crystal from a really, really long time ago. Yes.
She said she loves you.
Thank you. Yeah, I grew up in Northeast Philly. I grew up in like Longhurst area. Then we moved to like Somerton area, and that's where I grew up in Philadelphia. I'm like such not a Philly girl though. Like no one ever like thinks I'm from Philly. Like you can ask all my friends when we were in high school. I'll never hang out in Philly. I'll never hang out in the Northeast. Like I don't know. I'm just like not into Philly, even though I'm from there. But that's where I grew up, and no one ever.
I want to dissect that a little bit more, but talk to me. What's your background? What nationality? Like, what's the family background?
Oh, so nationality. This is going to shock everyone. No, I'm just kidding. I am mom's side is Italian, dad's side is German.
Oh, really? That actually does surprise me. So you're 50-50?
Well, there's like a little bit in between, like a little bit of Irish on mom's side, but we just kind of say Italian. It's just like a little bit. And then dad's side, a little bit Hungarian too. So.
Oh, that's interesting. Have you been to either countries?
No, I never have been to Europe.
Oh man, you must go. You must go.
Yeah.
I tell you, it is a
I know. I wish
big
Mark would
milestone.
have tagged me along to Germany this week. That's like my dream, but
Yeah, to Oktoberfest, right?
no. But
Oktoberfest rocks. I've never been to the physical Oktoberfest. I've been to Munich. I've been to Hofbrau. I love Europe. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. That's why. Yeah, she's partially Irish. Yeah. Okay, so we have German, Italian, a couple different Northeast Philly towns. Talk to me. What do you remember about Northeast Philadelphia? So what? You don't have to give me the
I
exact.
still go there every day. I remember everything.
No, but I mean, I grew up like I had a bunch of friends. I grew up in Huntington Valley. I
Mhm.
originally came from Northeast Philadelphia. I have a bunch of friends that went to Washington. I had some friends that went to Central. So tell me, like in your time when you grew up, what do you give me some Northeast Philadelphia memories? Where'd you go? Where'd you hang out? Give me that whole thing. Were you
Like
a
I
roller
didn't really
skating
hang out
palace
in Northeast,
girl?
but like, I,
You
I'm
didn't
sorry,
do
what?
roller skating palace? None of
I did
that?
go
No?
to, of course, birthday parties
Okay.
always at the palace,
All right.
always.
So you did the palace.
Yeah.
Let's see what else
There
was
was
big
like
back then.
WoW too, but that like I
Wow.
don't know. I think most people went to the palace, but I have been to WoW a few times. I don't know. Honestly, it was like good childhood when I was younger. Everybody like would go out and play, and you
Yeah.
just like knew all your neighbors. You could just walk in their houses, like literally. Grew up in like a row home, and I
Mhm.
actually really like that because that doesn't really like exist anymore. Like I'm telling
Yeah.
you, like on my block, I could walk in any neighbor's door, no questions asked. Like
Yeah.
we knew everything about each other. We knew everyone's families. And as time like progressed, like I think life just got different. We moved to like Somerton, and then I didn't really like know my neighbors. I was like in high school at that point, older. Um, I went to all girl high school. I went to St. Hubert's. Best thing ever. Like people might like think that sounds crazy. Still friends with seriously every single friend and girl from my high school. Still my best friends to this day. Like
Hmm.
we all like know each other's kids, go to each other's birthday parties. It was like the best experience. I wouldn't trade it for the world. And yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I did not really hang out in Northeast Philly. Like I feel like my high school, everyone hung out at like Frankfurt Ave, things like that. I like any of my friends can chime on here. I was like, if we're going there, I'm not going. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, I don't know. I just like to like travel when I go out, not I mean I would go out like in the city in Philly, but
Mhm.
I mean, you know, that's really it.
So can we talk about the all girls school thing for a little bit? Because I'm
Yeah.
not familiar with that. So was it
I know.
uniform? Was it a uniform thing?
It was a uniform. I had a beautiful brown uniform with a yellow blouse. It was beautiful. And yeah, uniform every day. You
A
don't really
brown,
get
a
ready.
brown, a
It's
brown
it,
uniform with a yellow blouse sounds like a
yes.
chocolate banana.
Yeah,
That's what it
beautiful
sounds
colors.
like.
You don't really like get ready in the morning. Like it's like almost like weird if you wear like makeup to school and do your hair. Like we wear our hair in buns on the top of our head. We
Yeah.
roll out of bed. We don't have like anyone to impress. Um,
Was it
and
strict? Was it strict?
no, not Huberts.
It was not strict.
No, not at all.
So like
I
no.
guess you never like heard about St. Hubert's. Doesn't really
Well,
have the best reputation.
well, can you tell me? I really don't
No,
know.
I don't really know why. I just think like I don't know. Hubert's doesn't have like the best reputation, but
Well, what reputation does it have?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not going to answer that, but
I don't
my
know.
grade was good. My grade was good. Like everyone, like I said, I'm still friends with like every single person in my high school to this day. I know every single person that graduated in my class. Like it's really like tight knit.
So that's all you're going to tell me about an all girls Catholic school in Northeast Philadelphia. No, there was no fights. There's nothing crazy
I
you
never
did.
fight. If
No,
I got in a fight, I
no
would
one,
get beat to the ground. I
like
cannot fight.
no fights, no rulers. No one got in big trouble. Like what was the? Did you guys do dances with the guy schools? Like
Yeah,
what?
so I never got in trouble. I'm always like my whole life, I'm kind of like a goody goody, like so
Yeah.
I don't get in trouble. I always was pretty straight edge, get good grades, go to school. Not trouble, just like your typical like underage drinking, maybe. That's probably the
Yeah.
most trouble I've ever gotten in.
Sure.
Um,
That's typical.
Yeah, dances with the guys,
Yeah.
Judge, North Catholic.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Did you
really
go
it.
to any? Did you go to any of those?
Yeah, I went to all of them.
What was big back in your day? Because I don't know your era. What was your
You're not
like?
that much older than me. How old are
I,
you?
I'm 41.
Okay, you got some years on me.
Yeah.
What was big? As far as like what?
What
Like,
was it? What music were you into? What was your shtick?
oh, music? I was
Yeah.
total like boy bands, like
Yeah.
Backstreet
Uh,
Boys, like
okay. All right.
LFO, who's coming to our gala, which I'm dying
Yeah.
inside. Um,
I thought. By the way, I thought they were LMFAO, and
no, that's the party rocker
so
guys.
I didn't know that,
Yeah,
and I was like, "Whoa, this is a big deal." And like I was talking to Volcon about it of all people, and I'm like,
it's still a
"Volcon,
big deal
like, no, I'm not saying
for me.
I'm not saying it's not a big deal, but I'm
Yeah,
saying I thought it was like LMFAO,
yeah,
right?
no,
But it's just LMO.
no, it's LFO.
Wait, wait, it's LFO,
LFO,
but
yes.
the other ones are LMFAO.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
Okay, and
Yeah.
they're the ones that do like I'm sexy and you know it, and the other
Yeah.
ones, not these guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
These
But you
guys
definitely
do.
know LFO. They sing the Summer Girl song.
Yeah, that's them. But what else
Yeah.
do they sing?
Probably nothing else you would know. Like Girl on TV,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
I know that one.
and it was like about Jennifer Love Hewitt at the time. Do you know who she is? And he
Yeah, of
fell in love with
course.
Jennifer Love Hewitt and he sang the song about her.
I'm gonna tell you something funny about Jennifer Love Hewitt. So she was in that. What was that movie? Oh God, where she was in high school. You know what I'm talking about?
The
She's in.
scare. I know what you did last summer.
No. The other one. Oh God, I can't think about it right now. I'm gonna think about the name of that. What was the name of that movie? Um, oh God, it'll come back to me. Anyway, the guy that wrote it, Henry Elfont, was from Huntington Valley, so it was written about Lower Moreland. Believe it or not, like
Gotcha.
that school. What the hell was the name of that? I can't think of it right now. I don't know, but I'll look it up.
Google it. Yeah.
Someone will get it to me. I know they will. I trust our viewership. Someone's gonna pull that up. It's not that she's not. She's all that. Nah, I can't think of it. That's Freddie Prince or whatever
Wasn't
the hell
she
the
saw
guy.
that?
No, I can't think of the name of it.
I can't think either.
So boy, okay. So let's peel back a couple other things. So you were a straight edge. Didn't like to get in where.
I'm just saying,
What?
like, I didn't get in trouble. You were like asking if I got in like
Can't
fights.
hardly wait. Thank you, Gianna. Can't hardly wait. It was
Can't
Huntington
hardly wait. That
High.
was such a good movie.
Can't hardly wait. That was it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Michelle. I
I
appreciate
think I
that.
had that DVD or movie, whatever it was back then.
DVD. That's even a thing anymore. It's crazy, right?
No.
Nuts. So all right. So you're an early 2000s person. So what are you, Gen? What are you, Gen? What? You're not my Gen.
I think
Gen.
I'm still a millennial.
You're still a millennial? How
I
am
think
I a millennial? I was born in 1982. I feel like I'm an
no,
old
I don't
fart.
think you're a millennial,
I
but
think
I
I
think
am.
I'm still a millennial, but I could be wrong.
No,
I don't
I
know.
think I'm a millennial. I think I'm the first year. I'm like an old fart millennial.
Yeah, because people like talk about these like young kids and say like millennials, but they're actually not really millennials. They're like,
Are you trying to call me an old fart? Is that what you're trying to
no, no,
say?
no. I'm saying like, I don't know.
So
We're all
wait.
old after 30.
So do you have siblings?
One sister.
I told you I'm a millennial. One sister. And what's the age difference?
3 years
You
younger.
guys tight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Why the straight edge thing? I just want to
No,
know
no,
about
I'm
straight
not.
edge.
You took that wrong.
All
I
right,
just
tell me what it
you
was.
wanted to know if I got in trouble like in school.
No,
I've
I
never.
didn't say. I'm trying to understand you. I'm trying to understand you.
No, I just never got in trouble. Like I just
Yeah.
always did the right thing.
So when you
Really not
said
that
you,
exciting.
but is there a reason behind it? Like, was there someone strict at the house, or you
Oh
just
no,
want?
not at all.
Yeah.
No, my parents were never strict. They always like
Yeah.
trust me, let me do what I wanted. I
Uh,
actually, you know what? That's a good point. I actually always say that that's like probably why I'm not like
boy
bad
band this
or
month.
anything
You're
because
seeing
like,
a '90s 2000s boy band this month. Jacqueline says.
oh yeah, we're going to see 98 Degrees at Parks. So
Oh, you're gonna see 98 Degrees. Those guys
yeah.
still perform.
Yeah, we actually saw them like 2 years ago too.
That's the Lachey brothers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. See, I'm down with it. By the way, side note, have you seen what's the show on Netflix? Um the dating one where they're behind the walls. Do you know what I'm
Oh,
talking
I
about?
tried to watch it. I couldn't. Like, I
Oh
thought it
my,
was
I'm
so
telling
bad.
you right now, that's one of the most addicting shows I've ever
I
seen.
think it's so horrible. I tried to
It
watch
is
the first season
it's
and I
amazing.
thought it was, I couldn't.
It's an amazing show.
I couldn't even watch it. It's called Love is Blind.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's one of the most addicting shows
I
I've
can't
ever
believe you
seen.
watched that.
Yes, I have to. Oh, I'm Love is Blind to me. I love reality television. Absolutely, like I'm a huge junkie, and I do it on purpose because I think it takes me away from absolutely everything else. So I know,
Yeah.
Gianna, it's amazing. We can have like a watch party with that show.
Do you watch like
Um,
Real Housewives with your
I watch
wife?
them all. New Jersey is my favorite by far,
Okay, yeah, New Jersey's probably my favorite too.
by far. So okay,
Salt Lake's pretty good actually.
Salt Lake's not bad. I
Yeah.
I actually liked OC. I liked Tamara. She was like I was a Tamara fan for a while. But I hate Vicky. Not a huge Vicky fan.
No, I like Gina. She's like cool. She's
Yeah.
like down to earth.
Oh yeah, I'm a big time obsessed in reality TV, Gianna. Big time.
I can't believe you watch Real Housewives. I like that about you.
My wife bought me a T-shirt that says "Real Men Watch Bravo." I have it. And
Yeah, Bravo
I'll
is
try,
where it's at. It's
we
like
will
the only
talk about that.
only channel I watch.
All right.
That's
So
funny.
okay. So what? So I'm trying to channel the inner Brittany when she's growing up. So you we're not going to keep, I can't stop using the word straight edge. You're smart about not getting in trouble. So what things did you do? Like, because we're going to venture into this scene I know about you, which is the promotional life. I know you used to be
Yeah,
like,
I
you know,
like
that whole thing.
yeah.
So talk to me about what did you do in high school? What were you into? Did you go into the center city scene? Were you
I
dating older
guess I
guys? Like, what
didn't
was your
do
thing?
I didn't do like sports or anything. I
Yeah.
just hung out with my friends, honestly. I
Yeah.
don't know.
What did you and your friends do? What did you guys do?
Drank in
Okay.
woods.
Yeah. Drank in
And,
woods. Okay.
yeah, I went to concerts a lot, honestly.
Uh-huh.
Like you know, would go to concerts and shows and travel around. Um, yeah.
Okay. Drank in the woods, concerts and shows. Did you do a lot of Center City?
Yeah, in my early 20s, of course. Yeah.
Were you like a shampoo or like
Oh, definitely.
a
Yeah.
blue martini? Was that around your
Mhm.
days?
I went to Blue Martini for my 21st birthday.
Old
Yeah,
City?
shampoo, phone parties,
Okay.
definitely, for
All
sure.
right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So tell me where life takes you after high school.
Life takes me after high school,
Yeah.
college,
Yeah. Where'd you go?
um, Holy Family.
Okay.
Then I went to Temple.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went back to Holy Family.
Mm-hmm.
And but
Fancy.
college years were great. I traveled a lot. I had like a lot of cool jobs in
Uh-huh.
college that
Uh-huh.
would travel me all around. Um,
Like what?
who I did so like I did like acting, modeling, promotions, pageants. So basically, like it was
Well, tell me about that. I'm interested. Now I'm intrigued. Wait a second. Wait a second.
yeah,
Time out. Time out. Acting, modeling, pageants. So
yeah.
give me a couple. What did you do? What kind of pageants did you do?
I just did like local pageants. I would like go to Vegas for some. I would go all around,
What was it for?
just to win like titles for different like companies and things like that.
I don't
But
think I
my
wait.
goal was
Were you like a Miss
always
America thing or what was this?
no, it wasn't Miss America, but my goal was always Miss USA. And
Oh,
I finally did compete for Miss Pennsylvania. I obviously didn't win Miss
oh,
Pennsylvania,
that's cool.
but that was always like my goal and like my like dream in life was to like be on the Miss USA stage. But I really just did it because it was fun and it was like these like
Was
people and
pageants
these
like a
companies would
lifelong
like
thing?
fly me out. Like I would literally like get flown to Vegas and picked up in a limo and like like it was like crazy. Like I like sometimes I'm like I wish I could go back to that life, you know what I mean? Um
I know what you mean. I used to model
yeah.
when I was in pageants.
It was
I
fun.
know exactly what you
I did some
mean.
really cool things. I never did I'm not like famous celebrity. I never did anything
Yeah.
big. I would say the largest thing I ever did was Creed. In the movie, I'm a ring girl. What?
Creed?
Yeah, so I'm the ring girl in the final fight of Creed. So that was like
Oh,
the
the
biggest.
movie.
Huh?
The movie.
The movie, yeah.
I thought you meant Creed, like the band Creed.
No, like
Oh,
Sylvester
okay.
Stallone,
You know,
Creed.
can you take me higher?
Oh my
You know,
God, no.
that's Creed.
I don't even know these Creed songs. No, but yeah. So that's what I like did before I worked, and
Wait,
then
wait, Brittany. You're just. You think I'm gonna let you get? Listen to me. Listen to me.
because
So
it's like
far,
hard to explain.
no, but I want to understand it. I'm not a pageant person. I don't know. So when did you start doing these pageants?
Probably like in my like 20s,
Okay, so you
early
enter in
20s.
early 20s. So you enter into the pageants. You do these pageants, and they're self funded. So you pay for yourself to get in. Blah 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 blah. Right?
So a lot of them don't like cost money. The only thing
They
that
don't
like
cost
costs
money.
money is Miss USA. Usually like you like submit and they like pick you to represent a city or a state, and then you just compete. And then if you win money. If you place, you can win sponsorships, you can win like just anything. You can win trips, you can win like, so
So
yeah,
what did you win anything?
I've won like local stuff. I never won like a big, huge title,
Like what'd you
unfortunately.
win? I'm asking, what'd you win?
You like wouldn't know. I don't know. They're just like little
No, not the
organizations.
pageant. Did you win? What was your
Oh,
prize?
I'm trying to think. Like, I think like the highest amount that I won was like 2,500, like for first place for
That's
something.
pretty good.
But like, it wasn't like about the money. Like, literally, if you win like a local thing, you then go to like represent Pennsylvania in Vegas, or you go to the Bahamas.
Okay.
So it's a lot of it's like focused around like casinos too.
Okay.
Because that's who like sponsors these pageants, or like the high rollers and people like that. So it was cool. So I literally traveled all over for like free all in my 20s, and it was
So
amazing.
you start at the pageant level, right? And then you get noticed and you win a few, and then you get invited to some bigger ones.
You don't really just get noticed, you just win, and then yeah, you go and represent like at the finals.
Got it. And that's how you get to fly for free and do all that stuff.
Yeah, because the company is just, they need you to represent the state in the finals. So
I mean, I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
yeah, sorry. Right. But yeah, I mean, sometimes you would have to like pay for yourself, but that
Right.
most of the time they would take care of your flight and your accommodations and your
That's
food.
amazing. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Okay. And then what kind of like what are these pageants? Like where do they hold them? Like are they in hotels or
So
malls?
the best ones would be in like Vegas. And like, so basically one I did in Vegas, it was like a UFC fight. So we were like guests of the UFC.
What?
And like
That's
all
cool.
the events we did were like sponsoring them.
That's cool.
I've like, yeah, like a lot of cool stuff. It was like really cool events. That's why I kept doing it, because these are like experiences I would never be able to like do on my own. Like, you know what I mean? What am I just going to show up to like, you know what I mean? So it was cool. It like gave me the ability to travel a lot and to meet a lot of people, and yeah.
So you did a lot there. Did you meet? Is there anything in that like part of your life that really that helped you personally and professionally? Do you think that there's like what did you take from that? Was there anything from there? Like any connections? Did you meet anyone famous?
I always meet famous people. I actually like don't really like famous people.
Don't like.
So no, there's not like anyone that I would there's a couple of cool famous people. Actually, Sylvester Stallone's probably the coolest, nicest,
That's cool.
most respectful celebrity.
What does that mean?
No, I just meet a lot of people.
Not
They're
respectful.
nothing like, they're just famous. They're not impressive.
I thought you were going to tell me like the disrespectful celebrity juice.
No, not like anybody like truly disrespectful to me. Just like you like, do you see a celebrity like who really like you run into a celebrity? Do they really want to like talk to you or like give you the time of day? But like Sylvester Stallone was really cool. Like when I was on Creed, I worked the set for 2 weeks, and I like it was weird because I was like an extra, but I was like a featured extra. So I had my own dressing room, I had everything, but like I wasn't with like the stars. And I remember like the first day I like went to lunch and I went to go eat lunch. Like when you're on a movie set, there's like the extras, it's like the cafeteria food. You're in this big cafeteria like school. And then it's like the stars, you know, they eat in like whatever. And I went to go and like Sylvester Stallone's like, what are you doing? You're with me or whatever. And like, I'll never forget, I sat down and I like ate like lobster with him for lunch. And it was like that the full 2 weeks. Like he made sure me and the other ring girl, like it was lunchtime. We sat at the at the good table. You know what I mean? He like took care of us.
That's
And
cool.
yeah. But I mean, I don't know. Also, like, I feel like a lot of this stuff when you do pageants is centered around like athletes and stuff. And I don't watch sports. I could walk into an athlete head on. I wouldn't know who you are. So it didn't really like impress me.
No,
I don't know.
I get it. I dig it.
Yeah.
You were there for your own growth, your own personal experience,
Yeah.
as opposed. So you're not.
I was there
You
to
weren't.
win money and travel, honestly.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. You weren't a groupie.
But I wish, like looking back, like I wish I would have like you said, kept some contacts of these people for real estate. Like, hey, you want to buy real estate? Because I'll tell you I'll tell you what, a lot of the girls that I did do like modeling and acting with or whatever, they actually became realtors and like they're in Miami and I'm sure they did keep their like high-end contacts and things like that. I don't know. It was just different. Like, I think another important piece of it is when I was like traveling, doing all these things, and not that this matters, like, I was always like in a relationship. So I never like was like spending extra time with these people. I was literally just doing my job and leaving. You know what I mean?
Well,
I wasn't
and
like
that makes
forming,
you
I was like being
unique.
respectful of the person I was like in a relationship with. I wasn't like forming relationships with these people and things like that. So it's just different. Like I was solely there to do a job and, you know, travel, and that's what I did. So.
Well, it's interesting that you take it that way, and because most people from the outside looking in would think that people go out and just they have binges, they party, they go nuts, and they hang out with people, and they're
And
groupies,
they
and they're this and
do.
that. Oh, I know.
Yeah,
And I'm
they
sure you
do.
have
I didn't
stories,
do that.
and I'm
Yeah.
gonna get those stories out of you. Maybe not in this interview,
No,
but one day.
I'm not. I don't have
No,
these
not
stories.
you. No, not about you. About the other people.
Oh yeah.
Not about you, but that's good. That's very admirable, and I think it's cool that you experience that part of your life, doing it that way. So that's cool. And for lack of a better term, you got it out of your system in terms of all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the best. That's the cleanse, right?
It is. Then you have kids and you're like, you don't feel like you like missed out, you know, like I
Yeah.
lived my like 20s to the fullest. So
Yeah, that's good. Hey,
yeah,
man, you can look back and close that chapter and feel good about it. So
exactly.
that's
So
good. Good for you. Bye 20s.
below 40s.
All right. So we spent a lot of time learning about you and understanding the dynamics of what make you you. So I want to talk about the real estate stuff. You found a lot of success, and like recently, more so than others, I think. And you're very natural at it, like from my observation. So talk to me about, and this is funny. Talk to me about how you got into, or what made you want to get into real estate. I'm purposely leading into that.
Yeah. Okay. So this is not a made up story. I had my daughter. I'm on maternity leave, and then I have a full-time job at the time. And I'm in the beverage industry, honestly, but I work for an advertising agency. I was like a regional manager, and I'm working for an advertising agency. I get told I was like laid off. Like the advertising agency didn't renew their contract with us. So therefore I'm like out of work. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, I literally have this new baby. Like, I need to work. Like, I can't like not work. And Selling Sunset launches on Netflix, like brand new. Like my daughter was born in 2018, so I'm sure if you look it up, Selling Sunset probably came out, and my daughter was born in July, August, September, October, November. Selling Sunset probably came out in like December 2018, if I had to guess. And I'm like watching the show, and I'm like seeing the commissions, and I'm like I don't like understand. I can do this, like, you know, like if like I can do this. Like the commissions aren't going to be as high. I don't live in LA, but like what? Like, so I literally just picked up a book and started studying for real estate. And like I knew a couple people that were like in the industry, and I'm sure I was like annoying because when you're a realtor and now when people like ask you, it can be annoying. But like I was just like picking people's brains and like asking questions, and like honestly, this is actually one thing I want to say, and some other realtors might agree with me. I think like everyone was supportive, but like backhand supportive when you say you want to do real estate. Everyone's like, it's not as easy as you think, Brett. It's going to take like 2 years for you to get a sale. Like, it's really not easy. Like, you know, everyone was like,
there you go.
They want to be supportive. Oh, 19. Okay. So like they want to be supportive, but like in a way they're like discouraging you. And when people are like that to me, that like just gets me like fired up. I'm like, tell me I can't do something, and what, you know, like watch what happens. So I studying is the hardest part about real estate. Ever since I passed real estate's been easy breezy. But
easy breezy.
The studying was the hardest part, for real. Passing that test, you don't use any of it, just so everybody knows. And
it's really boring material.
Real estate's not about being book smart. Real estate's not about knowing numbers. Real estate's like, it's not like, it's about, like you said, being a people person. It's about working hard. It's about being available and, you know, just being able to win for your people. That's what real estate's about. All that other stuff, if you're good at numbers, if you're good at all that, that's like extra, but there's people that can do that for you, I feel like. So, but that is how I got into real estate, from Selling Sunset. I wish I could tell you that like my mom was a realtor and inspired me or something crazy like that, but that's not the truth. Selling Sunset and the girls on Selling Sunset is what inspired me to get into real estate.
Listen, the first thing I'll say is you are unapologetically authentic. And I like that about you. And I think that's a good thing, right? And I think it's refreshing for people to hear that, because you are a successful real estate agent. And, you know, regardless of how you do it or the way you do it, and you do it well, and you do it your way. So there's nothing wrong with that. But I think it's interesting, you know, the one area where I can tell, and I've never listened to you, but I'm going to guess you're a pretty tough negotiator. That I'm going to guess that.
So I started out real estate and I hated negotiation. That was like my weak point, because like I want to be like, I really do want to be nice to everyone. I'm not lying. I'm not just saying that to like make myself look good. And I really like always can see things from like both angles. You know what I mean? And yeah, so I hated it. I hated negotiation. And I was like, I can't be good at this job if I can't negotiate. Like, this is what this is about. So my like best friend she's probably not watching, but if there's a girl named Ashley working, she is like, I'm trying to explain, in the police force, but she had like a higher up job. She was basically like at a detective level. She had a very she has a very serious position. And we were like on vacation, and it was like one of like my like third, it was probably like my third deal. And I was like, dude, like I need a new roof for this girl. She's going to back out. Like I'm like, can't enjoy the location. And she's like, okay, so we're going to get her a new roof. And I was like, no, like they're not going to give me a new roof or whatever. And she like sat me down and she was like, okay, we're going to lock ourselves in this room and you're going to negotiate the new roof. And she's like, and I'm going to stand here and I'm going to watch you and you're going to call the agent. And I got the roof. And still to this day, if Mark Gotta is watching, when I'm representing a buyer and negotiating on inspections, I say, Mark, can I come to the office and can you sit there and watch me negotiate this inspection? And he's like, what? Like most people don't want like you. And I'm like, no, like I need you to, because like if I'm like by myself, like I'm gonna like, I don't know how to explain, like I need that pressure. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that became my favorite part about real estate, because I just like to know I like won from my clients. But I also want to like point out something that, you know, if you look at my Zillow reviews, almost everyone talks about my like negotiation.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had people come to me and they're like, oh, like I see on Zillow, you're a really good negotiator. Can you like get me this deal for this price? I think the most important thing to like explain is like negotiating is winning and getting you what you want. You know what I mean? It is, that doesn't mean I got you $50,000 off the sticker price. It means, did you win? Did you get what you wanted? Like, I don't care how you got it. Did you get it? You know what I mean? So I think like there's like a negative like thing to it where people like think it just means I get deals for cheaper. That's not true, like at all. I just figure out like what to give and take, what terms to use. I like listen very closely to the other realtor. You know, and I speak as confidently as I can. And that's really how I do it. And I just watched a lot of podcasts. I like love Chris Voss, if you know who he is. He's like the only person I'll watch for negotiation training. And yeah.
Interesting. How many times have other realtors told you how many years they've been in the business to try and give you a leg
I don't care. I think like the main thing in this business is you can't get intimidated. If you're intimidated, like you're not going to make it. Like, I don't mean this disrespectfully. There's realtors that I respect and that I aspire to be like, and I aspire to have their volume. And
do you want to name drop any? Give us some realtors.
No, I mean like Mark and Volcon are like awesome.
Yeah.
I'll just name drop the people I work for.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying like, but I'll never be intimidated. Like if I see someone's name on like a listing and I'm the buyer, I'm not gonna. I hear some agents sometimes are like, oh, I'm scared to call this person. Like, well, what are you scared about? We have the same exact job. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. At the end of the day. So I just think that's important, that like there's no reason to be intimidated. Like we all want to get the deal done. We all want to sell the property. We all want to win for our client. We shouldn't be like intimidated by somebody that holds the same position as us.
Yeah. And if they try and intimidate you, you'll eat them for breakfast.
Yeah. No, I'll just like, what are you doing? Like, I don't care. Like, I don't know. So,
it's fun. A lot of people get their chests really pumped up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I think you just really have to like keep your eye on the prize and work for your client. And then that's how you're successful. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think it's important. And this is one of the things that I can see with you is that you can't allow yourself, you can't react with emotion to emotion, right? Like you're focused on one thing, which is getting the deal done for the client. Like sticks and stones may break my bones. You know what I mean? Like that's the, and that's, look, that's a very, very tough trait. Some people can't ever get taught that, Brittany. Some people can't. I mean, no matter how hard you try, if something's not pushing you or you're not able to, some people just can't do it.
I think I am really emotional, actually. So I don't really agree with that. I try to not. I think like I get better.
Are you emotional in the deals? Do you think?
It depends.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes.
Right.
If I'm not emotional in the deals, I'm emotional in my personal life. I can't like focus until I get a deal done, until I know I got that deal. I'm like, everyone's like, what is wrong with you? Can you just like eat dinner? Can you like, now I'm like bugging out until I know I'm like winning this deal, or like I'm through my like negotiation period, or I really like take the job to heart. Like really, like sometimes I like can't sleep.
That's good. I mean, listen, to me, that's the sign of a superstar.
I mean,
you know,
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good thing. That's all right.
I think of it like, I remember like the team I started on, which was excellent. Like the leader of the team, he like told us like this scenario. And he was like, if somebody's like life is like dangling by a thread and you're in control of it, like how are you gonna act? Like if the person you love most is like dangling from a building, will you find a way to save that person? So I literally, it sounds so cliche and stupid, but I always think of that. And I think like, this person's life, they're giving me their life, like their children are going to live here, they're going to go to school here, like I have no choice. Like you literally gave me like the honor to work with you and like be such a big part of your life. I have like no choice to like do my best, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's like literally how I think when I do my job every day.
And that's important because, that's why closing dates are such a big deal. People have to hire movers, take off of work. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't take that stuff lightly.
Oh, when like people tell me they have to like move dates and stuff, oh, that my anxiety is like, we are closing on the date. Like this is, you know what I mean? Yes, no. But I can say that I definitely work better with like just your residential like buyers than like I don't really like, I don't want to say I don't do well because I do work with investors, but like the family or the first time buyer or the person that does have emotion with their transaction is definitely more my thing. Like when you move into investors and commercial and things like that, it's a very unemotional transaction. And it starts being more about numbers, and I'm not a numbers girl. I'm gonna like, so I can definitely do both, but like I just really like the emotional aspect of it, I think.
So Eric, you're New Jersey NPA now, right?
Mhm.
Is New Jersey a newer front for you? Or have you been doing that for a little while?
So I've been licensed for a little bit there. I don't really do much there. I'm super busy here. I don't really like market myself there. Recently I've been in Jersey a lot. I have like a buyer that I've been showing a ton of homes in New Jersey. So yeah, I mean, Pennsylvania is definitely, where my business is. But I'm excited to expand in New Jersey and yeah,
What's
license
your
first.
what's your routine like? Are you a routine person? Do you have like a schedule? Do you like wake up, drink your protein shake, throw on? No, you're not that type of person.
Um, I think I like used to be, and
Uh-huh.
then like, I don't know. I know I like keep throwing my kid out there, but like when you have a child,
Mm-hmm.
like things don't go as planned.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
might be having a rough morning. We might be, you know what I mean? So no, not a routine person. I think like me without a child is a routine person.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up, go to the gym, go to work, do this, do that. Now you just kind of like roll with the punches.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's really hard when people that are in real estate have a routine. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's great because they're successful, but like, how can I say I'm going to cold call from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.? What if I
Mm-hmm.
have a showing? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I always like put showings over everything. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but like I don't want to make people wait because like the second you make someone wait, they're gonna go to somebody that's quicker than you. So I take like I
True.
prioritize. I don't schedule. I don't routine. I prioritize if that makes sense.
Sure. No, that makes sense. I get that. So what's the goal for you? Do you want to build a team? You have number goals, but what's your goal as you progress in this business?
So I have a team.
Mm-hmm.
I have two agents currently under myself. They're personal friends. They're awesome. Um, I'm not growing my team at the moment, but I think maybe a long time goal of mine would be to grow my team. But have number goals for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Life kind of hit like a few curveballs for me this year, so I kind of like took them number goals out because that's not really what's like most important right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty like consistent with my numbers. I think I'm definitely not where I want to be. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think I do good for myself and for being an agent for only 3 years. I think I do very well, but I'm definitely not even close to where I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to be doing like 50 million a year volume.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm just curious, what is it? What are the things you're finding? And not it's not for everyone, but what is it that works for you? Are you a big organic sphere person? How do you pull most of your business?
I'm going to tell you everything that no realtor likes to hear. So my sphere of influence, if I rely on them, I'll have like 5 sales a year, maybe. So how can you be have a sustainable business and do like
Mm,
five? Like this isn't a hot like this is a hobby for me, but it's not a hobby. Like this is my like livelihood. This is how I
mm,
pay my bills and how I live my like lifestyle. So most of my business is strangers and leads, and I actually really like it that way. I'm so honored and love to work with my friends and family when they come to me. Um, I'm not big on like chasing them. They know I'm a realtor. They
mm,
know I'm not going to call them every week and check in and give them a market forecast like my cousins and whatever. They know if they sell, I'm a realtor. Um, I like to take the business where it's at. Like,
mm,
um, and then people will be like, well, that's not sustainable. That's not how you're gonna like be a big realtor and like develop contacts. But that's not true. I'm taking the hot buyer. I'm getting the hot buyer what they want. I'm not like waiting and like keep following up with somebody that's in the pipeline for 5 years from now. I'm taking like what's on my plate right now and I'm going and I'm getting the transactions and
mm,
I'm doing a great job. And that person that was once a stranger to me, you know what? They're no longer a stranger to me because I developed a relationship with them and now they will send their friends and family to me.
mhm,
So, I mean, I always say like this one quote is so true. Like your friends and family, I mean, for the most part, don't like make you rich. Like strangers make you rich. Like, you just got to like put yourself out there. And I don't know.
I'm only asking
Like
because I don't.
sometimes it's weird. Sometimes people are awkward. Sometimes I have to like meet people and they like don't talk or they're just like rude but then sometimes I meet people and they're like awesome and they're like my new best friend. And like, you know what I mean? It's just like you just gotta like take the chance. Like sometimes half the calls I pick up are like, I don't know. You see, sometimes I send you leads. These people aren't, they're like duds. It's like a numbers game. You know what I mean? It's literally
Yeah,
like a numbers game. Like, you're gonna
yeah,
get like one good person out of every 10.
that's
And you
very
just
true.
you just gotta keep going. You can't like let one person discourage you. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep, it's
So
very, very true.
you just
The one
keep
thing I can tell overall is that you are very determined, and I can tell that like that is what gets you to where you need to be. And I dig that about you. I literally think you're all about your business, and that's cool.
thank
I
you.
mean, that's cool. I mean, everyone has their own shtick, everyone has a way that they go about it, and you're focused. You're focused and you're driven, and that's cool, man. I dig it. I can dig it. I can dig it. I'm a big goofball sometimes. I feel like I'm good for
Yeah.
a while, and then I'm like, all right, I need to have a little fun,
Oh, you're focused? You don't think you're
Yeah,
focused?
no, no. I'm
Yeah.
very focused, but I think I'm like focused in a fun way, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure. Well, I have to thank you. I know that you're up in the wee hours tonight, and
I can't wait to go to sleep.
but you
This
did a
was
great
really
job.
late for me.
No, I appreciate you joining us. It means a lot to me. I know a lot of people got to know a little more about you tonight, which is cool. We're gonna replay the video, so everyone who missed it tonight will catch it tomorrow. And I think that's it. I thank you for joining. I know that we'll have you again in the near future. It won't be this late. Maybe we'll do 9
I
instead
know
of
we're
9.
gonna have to do like 7:00. I mean, it was worse because I told you I got sick today. I'm freezing cold. I'm surprised I didn't sneeze on this video, but it's okay. I'm gonna go home.
You did a great job. You did a
I'm gonna
great
go to
job.
my cot in the other room.
This is Opus Elite Late Night.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being on the
Thank you
show,
so
everyone. Oh, my pleasure. Thanks everyone for watching us tonight. Yes, Christy, she did do an amazing job. You knocked it out of the
Christy
park.
stayed up for me. I can't believe that. She told me she was just texting me. She's like, I'm so tired. I'm not going to be able to stay up and watch your interview. And I said,
She did it. She did it.
I
And I'm gonna
know
go watch.
she's a
And
ride or
I'm gonna
die.
go. She is a ride or die. And
I know.
I'm one day I'll get her on. One day I will get you on, Christy.
Yeah.
One day I will get you on. Everyone, have a good night. Thank you for watching another edition of the Superstars Podcast. This video, along with all the rest, are on superstarspodcast.com. We will see you again soon. Everyone, have a good night. Peace.
Good night.